Once I came here, I was in foster care, so I would always run away from foster care, end up on the streets of San Diego, and I guess that's kind of became my indoctrination into like the local homeless life. I was a member. I'm a member of San Diego Street Kids, which is not a gang, not a criminal organization, but we were deemed that by the police, so it gave us a bad rep. The pandemic caused a lot of chaos, and a lot of people were scared. So, and in fear, people do fearful things. I remember it was about 6 p.m. when I heard 4 gunshots, and one of them whizzed like about 30 feet from where I was, and the slug is still stuck in the tree right now. They caused people, the ones that weren't in the convention center already, it caused them to buckle down and really get into the trench, and that caused a whole another like micro society of within itself. There was the increase of in drugs trafficking, and to the homeless population increased. And what happens when you have not that many people and too many drugs? It's a bad powder keg, and it erupted. And on top of that, police they weren't exactly too willing to do their job. They were scared, as most humans were at that time. Street gangs started fighting over turf at the park, and then that really made things rough, because it's like we're used to having a park where it's like neutral, but now you have street gangs fighting over it, and you have homeless people that are like some with mental illnesses, they've been up for days, on drugs, vets that are on the streets, and what happens when you have war trained soldiers that are now civilians, and they feel like they have to fight for their lives. They go into combat mode, and then that causes more trouble, because it's like you don't differentiate between good guys, bad guys. It's me against everybody. And like we've never seen a situation like the COVID pandemic before, so we didn't really know. It's not like we know how to, like, there was a guidebook to how to react or how to go about. It was like very, very wild west. There's sort of like a stigma on the streets for people. Like if you went to the convention center, you're almost shunned from the community. I personally feel it's like a form of an internment camp. What's to stop them from chaining up the doors and filling it up with gas and saying it's an accident? It's not the first time that it's happened. Why couldn't they open that up before? Why is it during this crisis now? Because the people in the convention center to this day, they're having a hard time reintegrating back out here. You were marked weak. You're fish, and we're sharks. What do you think's gonna happen to you? So I didn't want to put myself in that situation. The mayor, he's really strict. He's really hardlining on he's really anti-homeless, right? But he wouldn't be allowed to do what he does without the votes of the people. So their support enables him to do what he does, which is really fair and inhumane and brutal policies. When I say good morning to someone at the park, I don't get nothing but like a scoff and a dirty look. And the cool people, they're people that always brought us food. They're always like cool, always real, always said hi. Those people that were like, man, it's almost like a certain fraternal instinct to take care of these people. We're like, oh, if you do make it out here, bro, I got you taken care of. It's like we're like kind of like shielding them from like the uglinesses of the streets. But other people were like, hey, remember that condescending comment you made 3 weeks ago? Come on out here, dude. Oh yeah, sure. And where'd your wallet go? And they're like, welcome to the streets, bro. Guard your shit. Lesson number 1. Yeah, no country for old men around here, dude. So it's almost like it's spiteful retribution with a sense of comical cynicism.